Another day, another walk, and by God, it is hot today. Oh, I'm in an unfamiliar area filming. It's very disruptive. Just a little quick update on my trades this morning. There were none. Looked at DAX, looked at GJ, neither fit the plan, didn't take. So it's funny because the head sort of said, oh, it's no progress if you're not taking trades, no progress. But not taking a trade is progress, because not taking a trade is just as important as taking a trade, because you could have been -2, in this case down. So those are good steps. But little update, people are looking away, gotta go. Well, it would help if I started filming, wouldn't it? I just start talking, not actually recording. Yeah, people hanging around my content. Walk, how rude. Back testing, whoa! I have finished 2024 on GJ, which is lovely. Still 25 and 26 to finish, but it's looking reasonable, which is nice. Funny, I think we've got some unrealistic expectations sometime in back testing. Like, you think if it's not hitting 60, 70, 80R, you start panicking. But as we focus a lot on the group, if you can make like 15, 20% a year consistently on investors' sites and stuff, you absolutely check of the birds, absolutely freaking laughing. So it's completely reasonable. It's a good number, and I'll be pleased to get done with back testing. I realised today I've been back testing solidly now for coming up to 3 months, probably another 2-3 weeks left, and I am looking forward to just doing a bit of execution, just getting settled into a bit of a rhythm. There's other things in my life I want to do, and I thought on Thursday, was it today, Tuesday, I thought I would do a fun little day in the life. We focus on what would you do if you did get out of work and just trade. And for me, I usually use this on. For me, it's just like the little simple things. So I just thought that would be quite fun to do. Feel a lot better about content making now. I look at it as, I'm not trying to entertain, I'm not trying to educate, I'm just documenting my life, and so I can look back on it later. And if people watch, cool, and if you don't, that's fine too. Morning. Excuse the slick back hair. Today is Wednesday morning, and it is the hottest day apparently ever, maybe, I don't know. So I just washed it and put it straight back up. Hopefully it will keep me cool for the day. My husband is very rude when I put my hair slicked back. He likens it to a German dictator who had a lot of wars back in the day. Rude, needs must. I mean, it's work. Sometimes I go to work looking a bit like a basic bee because, well, you know, there's no one to impress there. I'll tell you why one day. Update on the trade from yesterday. GJ, I took a GJ short, and very nice little 2.7R win, which was good. Experimented a little bit with trailing yesterday because it was only on like a little 10k challenge I had, and some of the GJs tend to run, so I was like, yeah, give it a go. And it was nice. Maybe put it on the screen somewhere. Nothing on DAX. It's interesting because I'm going to title this video Hot Patch. I thought it was very relevant, but GJ has been on fire this month. I'm only testing it, obviously, and live testing it, and on the strategy version that I've been using, I was like 17% month. We're not even finished June yet, so it's one of those things where you start yourself thinking, well, as soon as I go live on that, that's going to be freaking a bad patch. But there's nothing you can do about that. It's just the way it goes. So I'm just going to have to firm that, as my coach might say. But I wanted to prove if I got some semblance of an edge, that I would actually be able to follow it and trade. Oh, people are looking at me. And so far, you know, I'm doing that. I'm really proud of that. So yep, that's a little update on the trade from yesterday. See what we've got. Today's the last day of the working week for me. 3 days a week I work. Explain a bit more about that tomorrow, and we'll see how hot it gets. Morning, it's 5 in the morning. I thought it would be quite nice to do a little day in the life. I worked full time back in 2019 and I took the plunge. I saw this guy around me compress his hours and drop down to 4 days a week, and he did it for childcare reasons, and I was like, do you know what, I don't have any kids but I want to work 4 days a week. So I was like, I'm just gonna ask my boss and see what they say. And they actually said yes, and it was one of the best things I ever did. I like my work. I'm lucky I don't hate it, but it's quite stressful. And then last year, when I was doing my trading, thick in my trading, there was a part of me that was like, must hurry up and make money so that I can go more part-time at work. And I suddenly realised that was like a really bad thing for my trading. I was putting a lot of pressure on it. So I was like, I wonder if I could juggle everything around and go 3 days a week then. So I did. I took the plunge. Took a tiny bit of a pay cut to do so, but it is by far the best thing I've ever done. And now I work 3 days a week. So it's absolutely lovely. I don't have to do anything grand or dramatic with my days. It's just the fact that I've got that freedom and time to myself, and I thought that I would show that today. So yesterday's trades, DAX was a break even and GJ was a loss. DAX I had a bit of a mare with. I've only ever run it off my Darwin. This is the first time putting it on a trade copier, because I've got a new 50k challenge, and it went on, and the DAX on my Darwin's like 0.25 and the DAX on my FTMO was like 2.25, and I was like, shit, I accidentally just put down 10 times the position sizing for for my FTMO, blowing the challenge in one day. So I quickly cancelled it, went on the group, did a bit of rough maths, and turns out it was fine. Yeah, so that was a break even, that was fine. Well, 0.2R, and GJ was lost. Like, I've been doing a lot of thinking about what I want and why I'm doing this, not the content, although I enjoyed doing that. More just life and trading, and what would I want out of trading, what would my dream life look like if I was pulling in a bit more money from trading. And I sort of came to the conclusion that yeah, you know, I like my life, and it would basically just be a bit more of the same, a bit more of what everybody enjoys, you know, eating out, holidays, maybe drop my hours even further, all that sort of stuff. But for me, time off is absolutely the most important part of my life. To be able to, today, I'll do all my fun stuff that I normally do. I'll journal, I'll trade, I'll go on the group, I'll shred, I'll do my workout, I'll go for a walk, I'm gonna go to Marks and Spencer's. They've got some new bougie lollies, I'm gonna buy those, I'm gonna come home, download a new book, go in the garden, get in the hot tub, which is a cold tub, and just have a very generally nice day. That's bliss for me. Absolutely love that. A nice little simple life, a few more holidays, bit of eating out, can't go wrong. going to walk and talk, but if I leave this spot, it's really windy, so I have to hide in. And I am short for time, wet hair, running around. I'm supposed to be going out in a bit, but I've needed to give a trading wrap up of the week. Good week. Ended up 1.7R up, combo DAX and GJ. I finished my testing, rough basis for GJ. Woo! Got all the data ready to go. And combinations together, they save each other. They're really nicely correlated over a couple of years and don't set up too often at the same time, which is really nice as well. I need to go, GJ's a little bit ugly in patches because, to be fair, it's a fixed pip stop, so it's going to need a little bit of, just a bit of smoothing, bit of a, maybe looking at sort of Asia boxes and stuff because it hits a few little chunks, but overall pretty good. So yeah, I just really sat down and slugged it out this morning. Anyway, had to wrap this up somehow. Good week. Feels nice to just have a little bit of consistency. Got really battered at the start of the year, and it became a bit of a grind. So on to next week.